And Grand Central composed of him and Andre Simone and Linda Anderson. Well, I digress. Before Morris was a drummer, his cousin Charles Smith was a drummer in Grand Central. So anyway, we're 15, 16-year-old kids, and and we were just trying to play music and stuff. We're into sports and music. Terry Lewis, the famous Terry Lewis and Jimmy. Terry Lewis was a world-class sprinter and athlete and stuff. And so back in those days, that was the thing. It was sports, basketball, and
girls.
And girls. I'm trying to leave that part out, y'all. I'm trying to leave that part out, but it was basketball and music. and that was the thing. And so we had flight time. We had, if y'all remember Cynthia Johnson, Funky Town, all that stuff. She came out of that.
Awesome.
And we were like 15, 16, 17 years old. And we just wanted to play music. My mom worked for the post office. She retired from that and stuff. And she had a rule, like, you could play until about 8, 9 o'clock, and then you need to stop playing the drums. Because I got to work tomorrow. And all that, you ain't going to be banging and making all this goddamn noise, man. I'm trying to, I got to get up and go to work tomorrow to take care of your little young ass. So that, it was cool, So that's what the thing was. And Prince was staying with Andre Simone. Andre Simone was like all our mothers. God bless her. She was like the mother hen of all of us, because she knew we were special. She knew we were different. We weren't normal. She knew that, at 15, 16, 17 years old. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. If there's somebody got a question, you can come up so everybody can hear it. Come on up. There you go.
All right. How you doing?
How you doing, bro?
Good. So when you were growing up, what musician really inspired you to do what you've done in music?
Okay. For me, when I was young, and it's kind of ironic because they just, and I kind of wish Morris's punk ass was sitting here next to me. But we grew up idolizing Tower of Power. And the drummer in Tower of Power is Dave Garibaldi. And they just celebrated their 50th anniversary in Oakland.
Wow.
This week they did. And so me and Morris was supposed to do, some video about it or whatever, but I'm gonna blame him for that. That didn't happen because he was asked. They asked me before him, but they asked him too, and then all of a sudden some bullshit happened. Whatever, it didn't happen. That's what goes on with the time, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, that didn't happen. But anyway, me and Morris grew up idolizing David Garibaldi out of the Tower of Power. The reason we play the drums the way we do today is because of David Garibaldi out of Tower of Power.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's the reason. And so that said, I always had a infinitive love for the guitar. When I was 13 years old, I heard the band of Gypsies, Hendrix, and it changed my life. It totally changed my life. And so I grew up idolizing Hendrix and stuff, not knowing that that Prince was like that and Jesse Johnson was like that. I didn't know that, because they were my age. I didn't know. But they grew up listening to the same thing. I think Prince more so Santana than Hendrix, but that debatable, whatever. And so it just changed our lives, and and you got to realize I came here in 1968 from Chicago, and I'm a little black, you know, snotty-nosed kid from Chicago West Side, from the gangs and all that shit. My mom moved me from there because the gangs were recruiting me to kill people.
Wow.
And I didn't want to do that, and she didn't want me doing that. And we moved here and stuff, and the music scene here was just unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I would not be the musician I am today if I hadn't moved, and my mom had not moved me in 1968 to here. I wouldn't, and I know that. You know, God bless her. I would not be sitting in front of y'all today. I would not. You know, so yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Thanks. I do want to add though, you know, just happened to be here for, you know, Prince's birthday and all of that. I'm from DC, and just want you to know, man, I've worn out so many record grooves with your music on there. So many tapes have been mangled up, CDs all bent out of shape.
Hey man, I got hit in the chest with a watch. I went to share some stories, John. We were in Washington D.C. one time. And this is like when Prince, you know, Want to Be Your Lover, he was wearing the panties and all that bullshit. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that, right? And the time was on before him, and the people in D.C. was throwing shit. And I was not happy. And I got hit in the chest with a watch, right? I'm in concert, right? You know, it's lights and shit. You can't hear, you know. You know, I got hit in the chest with a watch. I said, okay, all right, so fine. Jesse Johnson and Terry Lewis saw who did it.
Oh.
That was not good. So we got done. Jerome Benton. They went and found that guy. And they brought his ass backstage. It was not good for him. I'm 61 years old now. We was 27, 28 years old now. So he got his ass whooped back there for that shit. He did. And he deserved it. Shut up.
Awesome. That's great. That's great. Hey, anybody else got a question? Come on. I know you're building those questions up. Here we go.
Hi, how are you?
Jellybean. How you doing?
I'm Mindy. We're from Michigan and always come out for anything celebrating music.
Okay.
But listening to some of your stories, it seems like you've pretty much had a very long career with your family. I mean, because these people sound like they pretty much have become or were family. So what was that like on the good and ups and downs of it?